There are many benefits to independence for women, in fact for everybody in society, simply because I believe Scotland seeks and is entitled to a society that's fair, democratic and equal, and these are things that are important to women, of course, as well as men. So we have an opportunity to, in terms of democracy, ensure that we always get the government that we vote for, in terms of fairness, to ensure that we're living in a society where people are caring about each other, that wealth is more evenly spread, because Scotland is an extremely wealthy country. The issue we have is the wealth is not working for the majority of our people, and we need to take our money within our own hands to be able to do that. And in terms of equality, which is very important across the board, we want to see a Scotland and a parliament that's representative of the people that make it up, who come from all sorts of backgrounds, all sorts of cultures, religions and countries, which contribute to the rich tapestry of Scotland. So there are many opportunities open to women, and I feel now, and I'm hoping, and I've seen as I've been on the circuit speaking to women across Scotland and people across Scotland, that, you know, independence makes sense for women because they think that the vote will actually make a difference. And for far too long now, people have been disenfranchised from politics because they think regardless how it votes, we get the same old governments at Westminster that are achieving nothing for the people of Scotland. And I think now fundamentally a time has arrived in all of our lives when we know that one vote will make a difference. So it's hugely important to me that women go out there and vote. And people that say women aren't interested are wrong, because they very much are interested in all of the arguments, which they'll weigh up in their own time, because we have to remember we are living in difficult circumstances and many families are facing hardships as a direct result of the caps being implemented at Westminster. We've got people using food banks. For many women, we just want to put food on the table and feed our children just now. When the time comes, we'll make a measured decision, and I'm sure we'll vote for Scotland. Well, I think the independence referendum in and of itself has involved so many people from the creative industry, which is hugely inspiring. I mean, National Collective have got a massive contribution to pay to this to play in this campaign, and have made to this campaign, and it's great to see me. I'm an actress, yes, I've acted in the past. My mother was with the Royal Shakespeare Company. Very much that's kind of in our blood, and that creativity is very important. And the idea of being able to craft a nation, to be able to design a nation that works for its people, is a lovely idea. And, you know, I want to be part of a can-do society as opposed to a can't-do. And I think whether you're faced with a script as an artist or not, you have to make it work. You have to improvise with situations that you're faced with on the spot, on a set, because your actor counterpart might not always stick to lines and you have to adapt yourself. So that's a very exciting and interesting way of looking at how we may move forward in the future. And of course, most importantly, we need to invest in arts and culture in Scotland. You know, we want to be able to sell Scotland across the world, which we do very much just now, and Scotland is thought of very highly. However, with the economic powers and levers that we have and the investment we'll be able to make, we'll be able to do that on a grander scale, you know, sell brand Scotland across the world, and get more people to come here and us to be able to go out there. So, I mean, it's hugely important. Investment in arts and culture are very important, because in many ways they are the ambassadors of our country when they go and perform in other countries and when people come and see their performances here. So we must never underestimate the importance of that element of society that's key to the campaign as well.
Yes, I think it would be right to be concerned about the rise of UKIP across the entire UK, and including the fact that they won a seat in the last European elections. But look, let's put it in a bit of context. In the rest of the UK, they came first, a pretty emphatic victory with almost 28% of the vote. In Scotland, they came fourth. The SNP won the election with 29%, more than any other party in the entire UK. Now, they still got a seat, and that's worrying, that's disappointing, frankly. Actually, it's a bit of a kick in the gut. I think any of our mainstream parties would have liked to have seen that kind of party make a foothold and get a foothold in Scotland. But look, I'm particularly worried about the rise of UKIP across the rest of the UK. I mean, goodness knows, in the 2015 general election, we could see a Conservative UKIP coalition. I mean, this could be Nigel Farage as Deputy Prime Minister. It is, frankly, beyond worrying. It's concerning, and this is why I say, look, in terms of the European Union, our place will only be protected with independence. That is the only way. We've got a 2017 referendum out, and UKIP on the rise and on the march in the rest of the UK. We need to make our own decisions about Europe pretty much for ourselves. Well, at the age of 29, I'd like to think I'm still just in that category of young voters, but I'm not quite sure. But look, the message to young voters is the most important. It if this is a debate about anybody's future, it's your future. I mean, you are the ones who are going to benefit from making decisions for yourself with independence. It is your job opportunities that could be protected within a written constitution. It's your rights that could be protected. A free education could be protected. All these things that are relevant to young people. It is your chance to make that opportunity and take that opportunity. So look, this is a hugely exciting time. I've a few cousins and nephews and others that are their first vote will be this independence referendum. I say to you, it doesn't get much better than that. Your first ever vote will be for the future and destiny of your country, and you have the chance to make it. So don't take it lightly. I mean, read up on it and be informed. And most young people I talk to are modern studies and other classes that I go to very, very well informed. So make an informed decision, but make sure you vote, because this is your future more than it's anybody else's.
But it's deeply concerning that we have had a rise in that kind of right-wing, anti-establishment, nationalist support right across the United Kingdom. That's deeply worrying. And as a Liberal, I would like to suppress that as much as possible, but we can only do that by winning the debate, by pointing out that we actually benefit from having an immigration system that welcomes people, that is recognises the talent of the state, the value of having good public bodies that support public life. So I think it's worth tackling the cynicism that exists within that campaign, and it's something Liberal Democrats are determined to do through the independence campaign. I mean, if I was a young person, which I unfortunately no longer am, I would want the biggest platform upon which I can fly. I want to have a platform that is the United Kingdom, where we have got embassies all over the world, we're recognised all over the world as being a great nation, an outward-looking nation, a tolerant nation. And I want to be part of that. I want to be able to go wherever I want in the United Kingdom and work. I want to be able to make sure that if I start up a business, I can trade anywhere throughout the United Kingdom. I want to be the best that I can be. If I was a young person, that's what I would choose.
Okay.